This is Kowloon War City Park. Inside Kowloon City, one of the major and also one of the most iconic places to visit, Kowloon War City Park was once part of Kowloon War City. After you enjoy all of the food in the main street of Kowloon City, including all of the Thai restaurants and all of the restaurants that I've included in the Justin Eater episode, click the card up top for the Justin Eater video. You can come over here and have a casual walk. Inside here you can see there are some cycling tracks where you can actually rent bikes over that way and enjoy a fun day here and have some exercise with with the whole family. Up on that side we have some Chinese traditional structures where you can actually experience a little bit of a Chinese style like kind of like a little area where there are some ponds, there are some lakes and some temples like structures up there, which is all very clear they are Chinese styles, which they are up there. After walking this way, you can see the wall here. This is why this place is called Kowloon War City. Back in the 1950s, 1960s, this place was once a very corrupt and a mafia city, which is very hard to be controlled by even the police departments. Citizens lived in here, inside this wall, and have a very casual and very corrupt lifestyle where people have like a lot of gangs, a lot of drug dealings inside here, inside past this wall. Now it's of course all changed into this Kowloon War City Park, but they still have left some parts of the wall not torn down. The whole place was eventually torn down before the turnover at 1997. Around 1992 or 1993, they finally decided to actually remove the whole park and get all of the citizens living inside to live outside now. Inside, during the 1950s, 1960s, living standards are cannot really say very poor, but the price inside are pretty cheap. Like for example, when you actually have a haircut outside, it will cost you a little bit like more than $10. Inside, it will only cost you like $2. That's why this is one of the places that a lot of people would come in during the 1950s and 1960s to like enjoy some cheap and some cheap stuff, including some grocery shops inside where you could buy some soft drinks and some snacks, and onto of course also some barber shops and some salon services. While we keep walking over here, you can see this is a very nice looking area where eventually you're gonna hit this part, the main entrance to the wall. Now they have changed this part inside into some sort of a history museum where you can actually learn more about this place and how it was like in the past. After you pass through the entrance to the inside the wall, here's a little bit of a memorial plaque introducing the Kowloon War City Park. Through this area you can see the old what is this thing called? Okay, no description. Maybe you can see it over here. There are some other vloggers here. This is part of the old, there are some descriptions over here. Remnants of the South Gate. Part of the South Gate. During the demolition of the modern buildings within the Kowloon War City, the Antiquities and Monuments Office conducted archaeological investigations to confirm whether any remnants of the original wall city still survived. The investigations, which were assisted by the Architectural Services Department and many local scholars, proved to be the most fruitful. Foundations of the original city wall, a drainage ditch running along the foot of the inner wall, as well as a flagstone path parallel to it, were uncovered. Right here you can see the Elms house, where inside is where they have put in and set up the displays and also of the rooms that talked about the histories. Some cannons here, which they have kept from before. So we go in there. There's a snack kiosk, which are selling some of the basic stuff. This is still not the real part. The real part is inside, where there are already some history stuff right here, talking about the story of the Kowloon Wall City. The history of the Kowloon Wall City can be traced back to the Song Dynasty. During the past 800 years, the city has served as a garrison for the government to defend Kowloon and its coasts. It was not until the middle of last century that the public had regarded the city as a seedy place where drug, gamble, and vice flourished and gangsters gathered. This exhibition was introduced the history, development, and eventual demolition of the Kowloon City Wall City. It starts from a very long time. It's pretty long history, so we're not going to go through everything. All the way to when it was demolished, which is at 1993. This picture was taken when my dad was small, and when this place, Kowloon Wall City, still used for residential areas. But now is returned back to the government and part of the Kowloon Wall City Park, where the structure inside this picture, where my dad and his brother has taken it, which is now right here. And you can see the other structure over here has two extra Chinese words now are situated over here. Inside there is where all of the history talks and all of the of the introduction are inside, which they talked about inside, where the some of the social activities and also how the residents life during the Kowloon Wall City era. Unfortunate, it is closed due to repairs and renovation. See some of the chairs here. Very Chinese, ancient Chinese styles. And over here we have a plaque which includes the whole Kowloon Wall City map, which is basically the whole park right now. But of course, it's a big old city, you can actually say it, and with all of the shops, including barbershops, including dentists, including shops for you to buy some snacks and all of the stuff inside. And it looks like a scum area, but it's most likely it's just like due to the gangsters and all the drugs. That's where my dad had lived when he was small. I'm my grandfather of the previous generations. We lived here, and we have Kwangming Street, which is, I think, right here in the middle, Kwangming Street, which is actually an ironic name because Kwangming in Chinese it directs translate to bright side. That means light. But unfortunate is that but this is actually the darkest street of Kowloon Wall City. The Kowloon Wall City is not merely a story of extraordinary history. It represents the collective memories of the previous generations of the people in Hong Kong. They once lived and worked here. Not only did they earn themselves a living, they also contributed to the economic development of Hong Kong. Walking out from the side door, we're gonna head to some of the exterior structures next to the wall. Inside this area, there are 12 statues which represent the 12 Chinese zodiac signs, which the 12 zodiac sign includes mouse, that should be an ox, we have tiger, we have rabbits, dragon, and we have, I think that's a snake over there, snake and horse, which is my zodiac sign. And what is that thing over there? Actually, I'm not really familiar with these things, so that's why. What is that? Oh, that's a sheep. Okay, sheep. And that should be monkey first, and then we have sheep here. Rooster. And we have dog. Last place is pig. Now there is a legendary story talking about the 12 animals trying to rank themselves throughout a race, and it ended off rat, the mouse, won first place, so that's why it is number 1. And I think the pig is last place, so that's why he got last place. After returning to where the almshouse is, we're gonna go this way to a Chinese garden hidden inside Kowloon Wall City Park. Besides, before, a school was located inside this area, and that is one of the study aims that they actually written down. After walking through the arc here, you can see a magnificent area of a very Chinese, very how to say it, field of Chinese breath of fresh air, and we can explore a little bit of traditional Chinese architectures and all of the other stuffs. Which, when you walk up there, you should be able to go through a pond where inside is a big old square. The building is a big old square, and then in the middle we have a pond. That's a very Chinese way to build a temple and also a house. That's how they do it. Which the pond is right here. Very pretty area inside the city. This place is called Kowloon Temple. You can walk around. You can sit down there. I don't think there are any fishes for. I don't think there are any fish down there to actually let you to feed them. It just feels that you're actually inside some of the poetry described areas. Very, very picturesque. And we'll end off our walk with this extra structure right here on top of the pond. Where you can walk down through this path and enjoy the nice breeze. Alright, first time trying this kind of style where I'm talking to the mic very softly and doing ASMR kind of things, walking around, not just eating videos, but we can walk around with ASMR. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos because it's not really my style, so that's why. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Try to explore more of Hong Kong to let you guys know more. And check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos up right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!